Alrighty everyone, now we're on to our final video for the Sonic Generations playthrough, and we're looking at all the bonus content for Sonic Generations. I had already attempted to do a video on this already, but I didn't like how it was turning out, so I decided to just do it this way, so that way it's much better. And one of the things I decided to do is decide I'd record it live this time, so yeah. Now we're going to be playing this, going through some of the extra content that this game has to offer. So let's start off with our first thing, which we were just in, which is the collection room. As you can see here, it lets you take a look at all the cool stuff. So first off we have movies, which are basically just the cutscenes in the game. So you could just say, if you wanted to watch the ending cutscene, you could just watch it, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Still warm.
But you could just skip it if you want to, in case you accidentally pressed it. You never know. Next up we have the artwork, and there's a total of 130 art pieces, and we have them all. We have some character ones. So see here, we got some enemies. Very cool. We even got some boss areas. That's pretty cool. Even some rival battles, and even some stages like Planet Wisp, for example. There's even some extra pieces of artwork, like when they were making the title screen for Sonic 1. That one's really cool. I really like that one. Even some pieces of concept art of how they would design Tails, or at the time Robotnik, or anything. There's even a selection of music tracks that we got throughout the game, and some of them are just the original versions of it. So Starlight Zone, for example, sounds exactly like how it did in the original Sonic 1. So there's that. And then there's, if you skip along, Sonic 3's Angel Island Zone sounds different to how it did in the game, because this isn't 16-bit, this is a completely new remix. So yeah, if we were to listen to Flying Battery Zone, we get the same thing. I'm not so fond of these remixes, to be honest. I think it's because I've heard the 16-bit ones too much. Not only that, we also get music tracks from Sonic games that don't even make a presence in this game. So we have Sonic R with Supersonic Racing. We have even Neo Green Hill Zone from Sonic Advance, and Leaf Forest from Sonic Advance 2, or even Route 99 from Sonic Advance 3. Or even one of my favorite pieces, Ungravified from Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. It's an absolutely amazing song. And of course the last one is a Special Zone from Sonic 4 Episode 1. Yeah, it's not something you would like hearing, is it? Next up we have the character thing, which basically shows us a bio of what the characters are like in the Sonic series. So we have a description on the left, and we have the character model, and if you just use your left joystick or whatever you use to move, and you can just rotate it around in a 360 angle to see the entire body. If you're if you unselected Sonic, Tails, or Eggman, you can swap it to be either the classic or the modern version. Yeah, see, look at that. And then we just go back here. See that? Look at that, that's pretty cool. Now there's one more thing to show off. If I just hold down the select button, I can drop down, and it will take us to this trophy room. And as you can see, we've got a couple of trophies here. So we have, and this isn't all the trophies, there's still loads more I need to add in. But yeah, look, we have the Sonics, we have the Tails, we have Amy, we have a villain, well, an enemy, we have a freaking spring. Ever wanted a Sonic spring as a statue? Well, this is the game for you. And we even have the animals with their names. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and you can even be here as Modern Sonic 2, so you're not just restricted to being Classic Sonic, just like I started out when I came in. So yeah, that's all the collection room at. Oh, how you get the statues in that room, basically you would type in a password, and if you go to the link in the description, you'll have a list of all the codes that you can get all the statues. Alright, next up, we're gonna take a look at the skill shop. For some reason, like the controls for this are like really delayed for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know, it's like, I'm trying to go down with it, but for some reason it's not working. Yeah, you can hear that, and it's just, it likes to have a mind of its own. I'm trying to purchase the time break here. So yeah, basically what you do is just the credits that you get, or the PTs that you get in the game from doing the levels, bosses, and missions, it'll go towards purchasing stuff in the skill shop. Oh, come on, just let me... Come on, let me just purchase, please. There. Alright, we'll do... Well, that's what we'll do for now. And of course we have a customization thing, but let's get into a stage and show that off. If I can get out, please. Please. Pretty please. I hate this. I really do. I'm mashing the circle button just to get out. It's not... There we go. Alright, so let's go into a stage. So let's do a Classic Sonic. And if we press the skill button, we can have like a selection of skills. So if we just go to one here, we look at all the skills that we have here, and we choose which ones that we want. So you could have maybe Classic Sonic doing the long spin dash. You could do the spin attack from Sonic 3. You can make her have a power break. Just one more. Yeah, see, look, you don't have to fill up all those rows. As long as it goes up to 100, then you're good. And then you just confirm that that's the one all you want. And in order to make sure it's equipped, you gotta make sure that this tick is on equipped set. So you would just click that, and we would try it out. Also, we're gonna be trying different music pieces since we can change the music in the stage. So for this one, I've chosen Sonic Boom from Sonic CD. I think it works really well, to be honest. I mean, you're not used to hearing Sonic Boom playing on frickin' the Green Hill Zone. And as you could see, we just showed off one of them, which is the Insta-Shield from Sonic 3. Which was the first time since Sonic 3 that the Insta-Shield had been present. It's kinda difficult to hit enemies sometimes if you're using it. But it's fun. And the long spin dash is another fun one, though I don't think I used it right then. Hold on. But yeah, this works pretty great. Hold on. Gonna try. See, look, the power break one that works. It's pretty great. Using these skills, it adds like a lot more replay value. And it brings so much more to the table with how to beat the game if you want to do it in a different way. It's crazy. Anyway, so we'll just get to the end of the stage now. And then I'll show off the stuff for Modern Sonic. It's the same stuff, and I already have some things equipped for Modern Sonic, and there's another thing for Classic Sonic I want to show off. But I'll show it off after I show Modern Sonic's. I find it interesting how they worked around the looping of songs. I mean, one of them had to be faded, which was Supersonic Racing, which is unfortunate, to be honest. Anyways, instead of going to Green Hill Zone, let's go to this one right here, Speed Highway. And I'm gonna be playing Ungravified, or Ungravity, whatever the correct thing is. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I got a thing in here. We got things that add up to 100. So we're gonna have some fun here, shall we? And you're gonna see why I have the song that we picked in Speed Highway. I'll just say right now, in my opinion, this works amazingly. So one of the things you may have just noticed is that in the boost meter, it was automatically filling back up. It does that whenever you're not using the boost, like just now. It's doing that, see? You probably can't see it as much, but it's there. And I quite like that feature. I don't have the bigger boost gauge unlocked in this because, you know, the shop and such, how it was acting up earlier. Oh yeah, that's another one where the tricks go a lot quicker than it would in, say, the regular stages without the skill equipped. Oops. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, there's not really much to show off now since I've just shown off the main thing about those skills for Classic and Modern. They basically just spice up the gameplay with their physics and such. Like one of them actually improves the physics, which is an interesting thing. I mean, why wouldn't that be their physics in the first place? That's another thing I've never always worried about. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a game developer, so I can't really say. But anyways, yeah, so that's what these skills do. I want to show off one more skill for Classic Sonic, and then I want to show off this one other one for Modern Sonic. But it's also one that Classic Sonic uses. And we may have seen what it is from the previous part of Sonic Generations after we beat the final boss the first time. And there we have it. That's Modern Speed Highway with Ungravified from Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. Alright, so now for the next thing, I wanna go back to the Classic Sonic, and I'm gonna show off the other skill that Classic Sonic has. I gave him. Let me just double check it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, from what you could see, Classic Sonic was given the homing attack. I mean, it became a major thing in the 3DS version of Sonic Generations, but in this one, it was just an unlockable thing. And yes, I'm using the song 3 from Sonic Free Riders as something to listen to when playing this stage. I'll be honest, I wish I had the Crush 40 version of this song, since I prefer that one. But what can you do? Anyways, Classic Sonic with the homing attack works exactly like how it sounds. It's Classic Sonic with the homing attack. Yeah, I think it works decently, but do I want Classic Sonic with a homing attack? Given Sonic 4 flashbacks, I don't think so. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show off for the main bit of the skills. There's one more skill I want to show off, which is, I'll just say, it's Super Sonic for both Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic. So I'm gonna fade to when we get around to doing that. So I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so now we're gonna be showing off the Super Sonic gameplay for Modern Sonic, and then we're gonna look at Classic Sonic. So basically, what this is that you just simply be playing a Super Sonic in regular stages. We've already seen what he's like in the final boss, but this isn't the same as the final boss may suggest it is. Because, right off the bat, this is the worst 3D Sonic game with Supersonic in it, because it's just bad. It really is. Like, here we go. So we just activated him, and see, look, this is fine right here. But the thing that makes it bad is the rings. The rings go so low, so quickly. And that doesn't normally happen in a Sonic game, and this never got patched out. Like, why didn't it get patched out in like later in the release? Because patching games did exist at the time, so what was this game's excuse? It's just one simple thing, but for some reason, they didn't fix it. Luckily there's a mod on PC where that can be fixed, so not all is lost. Alright, let's see if we can get the rings again. We're almost at 50 rings anyway, so just gotta wait. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait until I get a bit more rings. And then I'll finish the stage with Supersonic. Alright, this is enough. Oh wow, we had like 69 rings. Okay, and this is how it works. You can kind of move left and right with this, but it's not the greatest. Ooh, just as we had 2 rings left. That's crazy. And that's Supersonic's victory animation for the S ring. There's like other victory animations, but I'm not gonna bother showing them off. Alright, so now let's go and do a classic Sonic stage with Supersonic. What's a good one? Unfortunately, we can't use any of the skills in the bosses or anything, but we can change the music in them, no? But I'm not gonna do that, because there's no point. I'm just deciding which stage to go into. Let's do Sky Sanctuary. Just need to get it equipped. Just make sure it's equipped. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, Supersonic takes up the entire thing, so you can only, just like the homing attack, you can only use that, and then any other skills in the game. Luckily, there is a mod on PC where you can just like use any of it at any time. It's not restricted to you just using just whatever's available. So if you want to use Supersonic, a long spin dash, endless boost, or whatever, then you have the ability to do so with the mod. And I thank the people that made the mod, or the person, I don't know who made it, but whoever did it, I applaud them. Is that the right time? I don't know. Anyways, we just need to get some rings. Be careful. We almost got it. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now here's classic Supersonic. And classic Supersonic is just classic Sonic in normal speed, but with a Supersonic skin. So there's nothing special here. So why? At least make classic Supersonic faster. I mean, look at this. We're already not even at the end yet, and we're like, the rings are like decreasing so quickly. That's a major issue with the rings. It's the rings with Supersonic. See, look, the rings are gone now, and we don't have Supersonic throughout the rest of the stage because we just reached the end. It's dumb. It's really dumb. Oh well. Anyways, okay, so the last thing to show off in the normal game is just right here. I had already recorded me playing this, but it won't hurt just to play it again. We're playing the Casino Night DLC level, which is basically just a pinball machine saying Casino Night, unlike the 3DS version where it was an actual stage. So yeah, that's always fun when the superior version of a game doesn't have something that the non-superior version has. And this is the only piece of Sonic Generations DLC, and this was given to players in different ways. Like one of the ways was the collector's edition for Sonic Generations exclusively for European and I think Australia? Can't remember exactly. But I definitely know that European places definitely got it. And so yeah, it was exclusive to that. It was also exclusive to those that just pre-ordered the game to begin with. And it was also available to those that got a re-release of the game on like 360 and PS3 where they just give you a code to get the Casino Night DLC. It's like, why couldn't they just release that and just like, I don't know, I'm not an expert on like distribution on games and marketing and other stuff. Anyways, so this just plays like a standard pinball game. So nothing really mind-blowing about it, except like it is like visually pleasing. It looks really good, in my opinion. One thing I'll say is oh yeah, there's another way that you can get this, is that around the time that the game released, like around Christmas time, they will allow you to purchase the Casino Night DLC on Steam for just like a small amount of money. I'd say that's okay. And then recently, there was when Sonic Generations got put on backwards compatibility with the Xbox One, and they just decided to let you have that for free. So yeah, it took them a while, but they got there. So now that's what the stage is like for classic Sonic. It's not really different with Modern Sonic. The only difference is you get to do it as Modern Sonic and you can use the boost. But like, this DLC isn't great. And look, I just wasted a use of the boost, because once you've used the boost, you can't use it again. Oh yeah, you can also tilt the pinball table. Yeah, this isn't that exciting, because we've now shown off everything that this can potentially show off. I mean, a couple of errant ways of getting to the top is different, but other than that, this is the same thing that you'll be getting each time. So you're not missing much with the DLC here. It's not like you have to play it or anything. But if you want to, it's there, and luckily it's free on if you have it on Xbox. But like, I think you still have to pay for it if you're on like Steam. And I don't know what they're doing with PlayStation. I think you just had to have pre-ordered the game or found like a copy of the game that comes with a code. You never know, really. So yeah, that's all there really is to this. Like, I could just cut this off right here and then just get to the last lot of the bonus video. In fact, let's just show off this bit. It's just an alternate way of getting to the slot machine. That's all this really is. It is cool though. I do appreciate the value that went into this, but like, I feel like they could have included more stages, but we didn't get any other stages. As I've said before, this game is just missed opportunity in the game. That's how I view this. Oh wow, we got 2 in 1, that's crazy. Just look at all that. Sonic is just rich in rings. Eat your heart out, Mario. I don't think I said it right. It's kinda loud, I apologize. Oh boy. Like, oh my god, there are so many rings, and it's making me have like a really good high school. It's a shame that the rings aren't filling up the boost. That doesn't work, unfortunately. It sucks. What can you do? Alright, let's just end this. And look at that, that's a really good high score. So, booyah. Alright, now to just cap this off, even though I can't really show it because for some reason it didn't really like to work, we have an online mode, which basically you just do like a ranking attack just to see who can get the best time in all the stages in the game, and a 30-second trial seeing who can get, how far you can go in 30 seconds before you have to plant down a goal post. I wonder if it'll pop up now. Normally it doesn't take this long, but I'm guessing it just doesn't want to work or anything. Yeah, I would have loaded in by now, so there's no point of trying. That's all I can show off for the main game. So there is one other thing, but unfortunately it's not available to the PC version of this game. But all I can say is, if you go into the skill shop from here, and you had enough, you could purchase a Mega Drive or Genesis controller depending where you live, and right here would be a console of a Mega Drive or Genesis that allows you to play Sonic 1, which I think is pretty cool. It was only exclusive to the PS3 and Xbox 360 release, so you can't use it in the PC release. It's probably just because Steam already has Sonic 1, so that's probably fair. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it would mean I have to have another copy of Sonic 1. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to show off in this game. There's nothing worth talking about. So we might as well just wrap things up here with the conclusion. So let's get back to the tile screen, and we'll just exit out of here. So that is it for Sonic Generations for PC, Xbox 360, and PS3. Of course there is the 3DS version, but that'll be saved for another time. Probably if I can never get a capture card or anything. But anyways, so yeah, that's it for this video. That's it for the Sonic Generations playthrough. I thank you all so much for tuning in, and be on the lookout for some cool videos coming out soon. And especially since I'm going to be hitting my 300th video soon. What will it be? You'll just have to wait and see. Granted, this isn't 299, this is 298, this video. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment on what you like about Generations, or what you think could have been added into Generations. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Follow me on all my social media pages, and if you want to support me, I have a Patreon which will all be linked in the video description. And I'll see you all next time. Till then, take care, bye bye.